Now we'll break down Warrior One. So from your mountain pose, leave your right foot exactly where it is and just step your left foot back. Put a slight bend in your front leg so that when you look, you'll see that the knee is stacked right over your ankle. Feel that same gripping sensation in both your feet and feel like there's headlights on your hips and they're facing forward. You might feel a scissoring action in your hips. So the right hip's coming back as the left hip's coming forward. If you feel good here, your alignment's good, everything, the tailbone's reaching down, crown of the head is reaching up, feeling that magnetic pull of the inner thighs. Try stepping your back foot back a little bit more. You want your back foot to be fully on the mat. Rooting down in the outside edge of your back foot. The back toes are pointing toward the front corner of your mat. And if you step back and your hips start to open up a little bit toward your left, just widen your stance. So like your feet are on two separate train tracks. The goal of Warrior One is to have your hips square to the front, have your front knee over your front ankle, and have your spine straight, the crown of the head is lifted. And you want both of your feet firm on the mat. You're feeling a nice stretch down the front of your left thigh. You're feeling strong in your right leg. And the arms can be reaching up here. A lot of times we'll have the arms up. The palms will face in. Get this rotation in the arms and the shoulders. Feeling the heartbeat proud. Feeling the space from your hips through the fingertips. Heavy in the hips and lifted from the fingers. The hands might also be more comfortable on your hips, really feeling that scissoring of the hips. They might be more comfortable at heart center. There's all different variations you can take with your arms in any pose. There's no real reason to pick one over the other unless you have a goal of opening your heart, or you have a goal of centering yourself, grounding yourself, bringing yourself back to the heart. So if you want to have a more contained practice, more inward focus, hands at heart center is great. You can feel your heartbeat with your thumbs. You can even feel the beating in your thumbs with your heart. So this can feel really, really nice. If you want to add more length to the spine, reaching up is great. If you want to open the heart, cactusing your arms is great. Feeling the elbows coming closer together, shoulder blades coming together down the back, feeling that expansion in the heart. Also, grabbing opposite elbows is great for that. Interlacing the hands behind you is great for that. Pulling the fists toward the floor. These are all different upper body variations you can do in the same pose, the same legs, Warrior One legs. Let's try that on the other side. So slowly step your back foot up to meet your front. Let's just reset here. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise. Lead with the arms, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So taking that Warrior One on the other side. Leave your left foot right where it is. Step your right foot back. Again, your feet can be as close together or as far apart as they need to be. Your hips are square. Your feet are firm on the ground. They can be wider if you need to achieve this. They can be closer together. Find your right distance to have both your feet firm on the ground, have your hips square to the front, have your front knee over your front ankle, both feet firm on the mat. You might feel like your feet are dragging away from each other while your inner thighs are coming in toward each other. So feeling that kind of counter action in the legs of coming together and spreading apart. Again, any variation with the arms that feels right to you right now. This can change any given day. I do suggest practicing the same things on both sides. So if your arms were lifted on one side, it's nice to lift again on the other side, or heart opened or closed, whatever you did. Or if you did multiple, you can do all of them again. It's just nice to have a balance between the sides of your body. So if you always practice heart openers with your right foot forward and don't practice that with your left foot forward, a few times it doesn't matter. But over time, if you keep practicing open heart on one side, closed heart on the other, it can just send some mixed signals to your body. So it's nice to be mindful of what you're doing to each side of your body and keeping that consistent. So let's take a few more breaths here in your warrior one on the other side. Keeping in mind everything we talked about all the time. So that's kind of the trick of yoga, is there's so much to focus on in each pose that you can't possibly think about anything else. And if you're all set in the physical pose, thinking about your breath, there's always something to put your mind on instead of whatever stuff you're going through in your daily life. So these poses are tools to bring our minds completely present. So when you're ready, you can step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Inhale the arms up, reaching up. Exhale, fold, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome. So now we will do warrior two. So leave your right foot exactly where it is. Step your left foot back. Bring your left foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. So the outside edge of your foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your front heel, if you look, it's either going to intersect your back arch or be in line with your back heel. Try out both, see what feels better for you. Your front knee is over your front ankle. And since the hips are more open here, the hips are square now to your left, in order to keep your knee over your front ankle, you're going to feel like it's reaching toward your right pinky toe. So you're going to feel this opening up of your right hip and feel the sensation that it's being tucked under. Same thing as in warrior one, strong foundation. Both feet firm on the mat, both legs are really strong. Keeping your front knee over your front ankle. You can even practice that same scrunching of the feet that we did in mountain pose. Find a little more balance and stability. So this is your lower body. Upper body, the arms are reaching away from you. So your front arm, or your right arm, is reaching forward just as much as your left arm is reaching back. Feel the arms reaching from the heart center. The gaze is over your right fingertips. Feel the shoulder blades draw together and down the back as the fingertips reach further away. Breathing. Other options with the hands is to bring your palms to face away from you. So this stretches the muscles that surround your heart. This can feel really good for some extra expansion, extra stretching in the heart center. If you want your practice to focus more on your heart center, on your chest, this whole area, these arms are great. Even just standing in mountain pose, bringing your palms to face away from you. Feeling that stretch from like your armpit through the heel of your hand. Breathing. And noticing how difficult it is to hold this pose for a bit longer. I hope you're holding it with me the whole time. I want you to feel how when you just pop into a pose for a second, a lot of times in vinyasa flow, you pop in for a breath, exit on your exhale, which can be great at times. But to really learn a pose, I suggest you stay in it for as long as you can and gradually add more time onto that. Because you'll notice when you get tired, I'm already starting to breathe heavier, starting to sweat. When you get tired, things start to fall. So now my knee is gonna go over my ankle or come behind, that leg's gonna start to straighten out. However, maybe the arms start to drop. So really being mindful, keeping everything in the posture in correct alignment and with correct intention. Keeping that for the duration of the pose is challenging. And it's all a practice. This is what yoga is. Something that seems really easy, try holding that for a while. Try breathing and not thinking too much. It's difficult. This is yoga. So now slowly look forward and step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Coming back to mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. So now we'll practice warrior 2 on the other side. I'm just going to step to the back of my mat just so you can still see me. So leave your left foot now right where it is. Step your right foot back. Same thing over here. Back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. All 4 corners of both feet firm on the mat. Front knee is over front ankle, kind of feeling like it's reaching toward the front pinky toe. Hips are square to your right. Arms reaching from the heart. Feel the chest broaden. Feel the shoulder blades coming together. Feel the fingertips reaching away. Breathe. Maybe turn your palms to face away from you if that feels good in your body. Gaze is over the front fingertips. Tailbone is reaching down. Navel's pulling in. Shoulders are relaxed. Heart is lifted. Crown of the head lifted. Breathing. Let's take 3 more breaths right where you are. And then slowly step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thanks for watching the Mind Body Reset Beginner Series. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave any questions or comments below. Keep watching to learn more.